tell you this. If you want to know about Tartarian, you start digging down this rabbit hole. With the first thing you're going to hear after you hear the word Tartaria and you hear the word empire is you're going to hear the words mud, flood. It is just the way it goes, baby. Mud, flood. Tartarian Empire was destroyed by a mud flood. In the wake of the mud flood, somebody, quite possibly some people know and identify as the Illuminati, the New World Order, the Cabal, took the opportunity to rewrite history, to gobble up and grab up whatever ancient technology survived the Great Flood, the Great Mud Flood, to take this information for their own uses and their own nefarious ends, and then to rewrite, to systematically rewrite the history of the world, to erase from people's minds, and from erase from the papyrus, reeds and scrolls.
I think it's the battle of powers and principalities.
Of the great Tartaria Empire.
This is about civilizations being hidden.
That in the wake of the fall of the Tartaria Empire,
Make it
the New
simple.
World Order, Illuminati, Cabal, pick your bad guy name that you want, bad guy team.
You say I'm the
Would
bad
be able
guy.
to control the survivors of the flood by keeping the technology for themselves and keeping secret the existence of the great Tartar Empire. Things that need to be understood. While I do not think that everyone who purports
Right, these are the guys that just want to shut it all down and destroy it all.
is a racist, without a doubt, I can objectively say that some of this can be tied to the belief in an ancient theory and idea that pre-exists the Tartarian Empire theory about the existence of the Indo-Aryan empires, the existence of the great original Aryan people, the founders and followers of all modern society and all modern culture. Without a doubt, there are proponents of the Tartaria Empire theory who are stone cold, white, ethno-nationalist racists. There are absolutely elements of them that are flat earthers. There are absolutely elements of them that are quote unquote born again, and that somehow this ties into this stuff.
Oh, it ties into a plan for
of the individual
complete devastation and war, doesn't it?
What is or can be considered the central Tartarian Empire theory. At the outset, I must say, it does appear to me that we do have to talk about Russia.
We could actually just do things for each other. That would be awesome.
Just because something becomes a cliche doesn't mean that it's not true. Without a doubt, knowing possibly that the best technological advances that they could make, or the best places to put their energies and efforts as far as waging a covert or cultural war or info war in the world, the Russian state and various parties within it have decided to put a lot of energy and efforts into manipulation of social media. Prior to the Tartarian Empire theory being born out of flat Earth came to prominence, there was another theory and idea that was floated around. People may remember, it may have been as late as as early as 2017 or as late as 2018, that out of the flat Earth community, a new documentary-style movie surfaced and took off like wildfire. This movie was called There Are No Trees on the Flat Earth. And for a minute there, it was all that anybody in the Flat Earth Society was talking about. This video was clearly of Russian origin, and while I'm not saying that it was a psyop, I don't know the purpose of its promotion. The numbers that it posted and the amount of traction that it got immediately indicated to me.
Oh yeah, Chanter's slandered Max Igan. You better believe it.
Less to do with organic growth and more to do with manipulation of the numbers, manipulation of the algorithm, manipulation of the promotion algorithms.
Not shaky
YouTube,
hand,
Google,
believe me.
Facebook, and other social media platforms.
Get a little bigger for you.
Likewise, when it comes to the Tartarian empire theory, I see within numbers something that makes me speculate that there's less than an organic rationale for why this extremely fringe theory is posting views of 120,000 views on a video, a month or two after the first post. These are suspicions and these are theories. My suspicions and my theories are not proofs. I have nothing to offer other than to say it's odd to me. It's odd to me in the number of likes and dislike ratios for the number of views that are being seen, as well as the subscription and what's it called, engagement data that we can see. I'm not an expert in these fields, and so my suspicions remain merely that. I don't think it's an accident that this stuff came out of Russia, and I don't think that it's an accident that the empire that seems to have been lost, where it used to be Atlantis, where it used to be a
That was just
modern
no, that was on the TV.
culture, is now explicitly Tartarian in origin. Let me explain something. The Tartars are a known ethnic minority within the Russian nation state and Russian region.
How do
It used to be the
you
Russian
know
Empire,
that,
but
Chanter?
then became the United Soviet Socialist Republics, but is now back to Russia.
You're
and
just
its
spinning
independent,
lies.
some say
Hey,
client states,
is this one of the
some say
videos you took
neighboring
down?
states.
See, that's what's
Georgia,
funny.
Ukraine, etc., etc.
Ugh.
The Tartars are a people. They have a history, and they have some infamy within Russian history and within world history, as it is commonly accepted by the mainstream of historians.
I think you're prejudiced of Russians.
The Tartars, ethnically, were probably most likely the result of remnants of the Mongol Empire who settled within the borders of what is now known as Russia. They have their independent culture, they have their independent society.
Right, it has nothing to do with Scotland. Not at all.
They know about Tartars, but they know about the history of the so-called Cossacks. The Cossacks were an ethnic minority. They were Tartar ethnic minority.
I mean, what do I know?
Were primarily utilized by the Russian Empire in a quasi-independent state as
You ever hear about them redheaded hairy barbarians?
The Cossacks were giving their
They're
ethnic
cousins.
origin as being descendants of
You don't get
of
family, I
Genghis
guess.
Khan's, far-reaching empire, retained their ability, their knowledge of horsemanship and rearing and study, so that they were considered experts. They were oftentimes utilized as cavalry, and like I said, they were often used as quote-unquote shock troops. Shock troops are those special units or brigades of fighters that are specifically tasked and engaged with doing some dirty work, or who are specifically charged with behaving in a way that is primarily designed to inflict a psychological shock or wound in an adversarial warband or party, scare the living shit out of them. The French were very famous in World War I for using shock troops who were black, because knowing that many of the people that they would be coming up against had never seen
The 1st Infantry, World War II, and the 85th, which my grandfather served in, went in to fight with the 1st Black Battalion. Oh yeah. In the Pyrenees and the Pyrenees, and it's all in my grandpa's war logs, and he twists it all and avoids World War II. It happens in every war. He just picks one to manipulate.
People are worried about what others are saying about them on social media, and people just come and hack down your videos and post negative comments.
Right, negative comments.
Simply because you're someone who's trying to make a difference, and that's the state of
Tell
the
him,
world,
Max.
the state of the resistance.
We turn Channer
Certainly
down.
You've got to deal with when trying to get this type of message out to people. Anything that will unify people,
Yes.
or empower people, or cause people to put their stuff down with each other, you get attacked for ever suggesting anything so stupid.
I know,
People
Max.
who are so programmed into division, half of them probably work for government anyway.
I always think of you fondly.
It's time to put it all down, folks. It's time to just ignore all these trolls.
And I know
all this
you,
stuff.
Rock.
Stop complying with the system. Start putting spanners in the works, folks. Start putting sticks in the spokes of the system in every way.
Right.
And start questioning authority. Start asking the right questions. Start asking your politicians why they're rolling out 5G. If you support Donald Trump, ask Trump why he's rolling out 5G. Ask him why he's supporting the destruction of Yemen, the genocide of the people of Yemen, and the destruction of the infrastructure. Ask him why he's supporting the rogue state of Israel while it carries out genocide against the Palestinian people. Great, you're leaving Israel till last, are you? Well, what about Saudi Arabia? What about everything else? What about the wall you promised to build? What about the fact that everybody in your country is living in a state of debt slavery and your government is hiding free energy?
You know we got action. Come on.
Why don't you address those issues, Mr.
Right,
Trump?
all the countries are addressing it at once, and here we are.
From these dark areas where they have the
October 1st, 2019.
Stand up for themselves.
This is 7 months ago, Mr. Egan.
Let's all put on yellow vests and say enough is enough. Let's say we've had it with this system, we've had it with this criminal
I don't want to wear a vest.
Government or around the world, and it's time to put a stop to it. You know, and that's how we do it, folks. We simply stop complying with it, stop complying with our own slavery, and start supporting the people of our community around us.
We're indentured servants.
Folks. They're all supporting each other. And like I said, you go out in the country, you go out anywhere away from where the cameras are, and you find a peaceful state of non-compliance. No rights,
I'm in the ghetto,
violence,
Max.
nothing
Ferguson.
Like that. That's all being instigated
St.
by the
Louis.
police and the government just for the cameras on television.
The divided
just to
state,
get the rest
home
of
of
the
Mike
world
Brown.
But it's just propaganda, folks. That's all the media gives you is propaganda. You don't can't
Yes,
trust
yes.
those sources. If you want the truth, have a
Right.
look at the independent media, what they're telling you about the situation on the ground.
But they're bought, Max. You know they get paid.
Themselves.
And the alternative media and the regular media, it's all under the same level of control. And you know that.
Government itself is a lie, so of course everything that comes from the mouths of politicians is also a lie, simply because the entire system.
Yeah, but you know rock band's a serious place to be, Max.
It's all fiction, it's just racketeering.
There's good guys, too.
It's people being forced to pay protection money under the threat of being put in a cage by people we employ to manage infrastructure for us.
I get threatened every day.
Abuse of the office they hold.
And I'm a woman and a grandma, Max.
And put in a very dark place for a very long time.
Yeah, home of the Manhattan Project, I know, St. Louis.
Give them all a hammer.
The Secret City, Max, the first one in these here United States.
You can get any garden variety.
I'm indigenous.
Most of these
My family got here way before 1776.
All we need to do is get back in touch with ourselves. Countries will run themselves.
I'm in the freckled clan.
Countries, borders, and governments, it's all one big fiction anyway.
Right.
You ever wonder why all the flags are made from the same colours, folks? You notice there's always a special green and a special red and a special blue that they use in flags, a special yellow. It's all the same colours, just changed around, all the same flags. They just made the whole thing up.
Exactly. But remember, it's all families in different parts of the world.
How many people ever sit back from the news
and that's Chandler's excuse. He's still traumatized.
Right, Boo Boo
over
Kitty's
the
hurt.
9/11 story because he believed what they gave him, you know, the script. Oh yeah.
It's redunculous.
This is a half-bit lawyer, and you know he likes to talk shit on you too.
Right.
I just thought that your fair use, free of charge. Here it is.
Yeah, thanks for that, Max.
Share it, Hidden History Tartaria by Max Igan.
I shared it. Oh, yeah.
Somebody with the real information.
Right.
You can find this at Louis
There you go.
Philip 9. It was published on December 22nd, 2018. Get this up here for you guys.
It's hard to see.
They beat us up and put us in a cage.
Why not
Classic racketeering.
some other people?
Yeah, the
Some
mafia
other
had nothing with the federal government.
Well, let me say, when you look at the most modern,
You need to know who to, like decent people to at least listen to.
He has no idea what's actually going on with Tartaria.
that's occurred,
Right,
He
he's
doesn't
tripping.
realize it's about free energy and the buildings that were taken with the Land Patent Act. He doesn't have a clue.
He doesn't believe in the land patent. Just to claim your land, we need water, we need food, we need air, and we need land, Tubby.
who were ethnically Tartar because of ethnic pride,
Hear that, Max? It's all about the Russians.
became to theorize that all of this evidence of a pre-Andaluvian or pre-flood culture was their culture. And that this somehow has gained wildfire, and I think it specifically gained wildfire.
Tag
because the notion
wildfire.
of Russian bot farms. The notion that Russians are
Tag psychic.
You know what I mean? Like, not
Psychic
responding to
programs.
social media, exploits and polls in order to gain the numbers to promote it and push up theories. For the number of views that a lot of these videos are getting, it's amazing to me that this theory is not talked about more often and more.
And that's why you're trying to
of the conspiracy theory
poop
world.
all over the true information.
These people who are pushing this narrative, we will
Mr. Big Alternative guy doesn't want anybody to know.
I mean, everything's been coming out.
Daggum.
Everything that's been coming out about what all these wars are really about. Everything that's been coming out about free energy.
See, and I know people complain about these layered videos, but don't you know when they first started the internet and it was strictly a wartime way of communication, all right, which is important and every country had it. Well, they layered information so it wouldn't be picked up by the censors. And I was the first girl online that started doing it. And then all of a sudden, poof, everybody was doing it. So even though I'm insignificant, because theoretically I have no views, see these trolls come in and out every day and subscribe and take away votes and then leave and take the information. And all of our information is being assimilated. Now, some will shake out, some won't. They know who's bringing the true stuff, and they know who's confused. And that's what all this is about. So maybe you should practice listening to more than one voice at the same time and honing into the voice that you believe is telling you the truth. And quit trying to kill the messengers.
Paper-based reality. Well, here's the Geneva Convention which says you're a war criminal anyway, so if this is a paper-based reality, then you're a war criminal. And you
Focus
need to
on
explain
Max.
yourself. And you need to explain how come a war criminal can tell us what we can and can't do, because
Yeah.
basically you're all war criminals, because all war is criminal.
Yeah.
Anyone who's supporting war is a criminal. It's as simple as that. We don't want your war, we don't want you to go away. We're going to run things differently now. That's what we need to do, folks.
That's right.
Let's stand up for ourselves. Now's the time. It's time to change the world. Let's stop this system, folks. It's time to stop the world.
We gotta shut Channer up.
And that may sound like
Got a lot of bozos out there.
do an aggressive step to take, but hey, what else do you want me to do? What else do you want me to say? I've been sitting in this shed video editing for 10 years. I've been screaming from the rooftops for 10 years. I've been politely asking people to wake up to themselves for 10 years.
Right.
Pointing at all the problems that we've got. And now this whole 5G system's rolling out. These wars are continuing. We are heading for what looks like a major event soon.
That 5G is like little invisible beams that can shoot right at somebody and heat them up and maybe make them deceased.
People won't realize that, hey, look,
It's like invisible weapons, Max.
machinery is still here. It doesn't matter if they devalue the dollar. We can still do what we're doing.
Right, they want people to be cannibals.
To each other and believe that it has value. Then what's the difference now? Just because the government says, "Oh, sorry, now it doesn't have any value."
I don't believe it's going to happen, Max.
The day before, which means there's no value in it anyway, so why are we worried about it?
This was a war for our minds.
We just don't look at things logically. And all this may seem like completely...
And what the individual does really does matter. And I did fight Legion, 1,000 demons on a head of a pin.
Small lawyer over there.
Right.
You know, a lot of people are putting out as much good information.
And then everybody's scared of me. I mean, how stupid.
You know, I've been nice and polite and eloquent.
You have been nice and polite. I think you're extremely eloquent, and I don't ever want you to stop, Max.
It's just going to be like a glass of cold water that's going to be thrown in people's faces.
Maybe.
And just wake up and go, oh my God, he's right. It's time to stop the war.
And one day we'll meet in real life.
There's no turning back, you know that.
Well, we're getting very close to that time.
Thank you so much.
Reached the end of the show.
I always love your work,
Sorry,
Max
I get a
Igan.
little emotional there.
You're an inspiration.
I just get so annoyed at seeing all this
And a source of education. You've been around so prevalently that everybody wants to talk just the bad on you, don't they? I get it.
Hidden History Charteria by Max Igan.
Right.
Once again, check it out on YouTube.
Because when he sends you to watch somebody and where he gets his intel, I'm talking about CW Dum Dum. He gets co-opted, compromised, co-conspirators work. They're all in it together. I've been trying to bust that coven up.
Massive extinction event. The Tartarian Empire theory merely takes all of that pre-existing information and adds upon it, and this is where I talk about media manipulation by the Russians, adds upon it one simple new narrative story.
No, it's about
And it basically goes
buildings
something like this.
and power
It seems to
generator
be
systems
possibly a systematic attempt
and land
to take the
patents.
word Lumeria, Atlantis,
No, no, and no.
cross it out, and replace it with the Tartars.
Oh, bull.
And
You're no better than a
Russian
crappy fish sandwich,
civilization
Channer.
being put in place of pre-existing notions of
Get on my last
Indo-Aryans,
nerve.
etc. The elements of this, the storyline regarding what this ancient culture of Tartaria was like, is identical to the stories that we hear about Atlantis. Free energy, life extension technologies, people living in
here
terms
you
of
go.
And it's
thousands
all
of
about
years
where he first
rather than
attacked
terms
me,
of
made
dozens
fun of
of
me,
years.
because I talked about Atlantis.
Seafaring technology, air flight, air
Right.
travel technology.
Now we're going
Amazing
back
advances
all
in-
the way to
in
2016.
nutrition, amazing advances
Yeah.
in technology, etc., etc. Also, you know, like the notion that this was a peaceful culture, that they had kind of worked their shit out, having been an advanced culture. So, like I said, I just took some simple notes. So let's go through them. They're gonna come out unorganized because they are unorganized.
Here you
But I
go.
think in doing this, you will now see. I
This
think,
is show you
having told you what
the
the story
size
is
of
about,
buildings.
you will now see what I mean about these various elements that make up this empire theory as merely just being a recapitulation of stories and ideas and work that has already occurred. We'll talk about the
You tell
players
me
that
there
we've added
wasn't
to this
advanced
work.
technology.
We'll talk about the
Bull.
pre-existing interpretations of this work, and I'll ask you a
Let me
simple
get this
question.
right.
If the Tartarian Empire theory
I can't
is
make it
predicated
smaller.
upon research that's already been
I'm
done
holding
by
it.
individuals like Michael Cremo, by individuals like David Hatcher Childress, etc., how is it that Michael Cremo didn't know that it was the Tartars? How is it that David Hatcher Childress, when he's writing in Adventures in
Look,
London Press,
Channelot, shut your pie hole. This whole situation with the Tartary, not the Tartars, the Tartary.
Tartary.
Builders who designed the power generators that were located in the cathedrals and in the structure of the old buildings that they knocked down on purpose to hide the history. Now this is like right before the big earthquake in 1896, and they show the waterfront with these elaborate buildings later on in this. But you see things were very advanced, more so than they are now, actually. I mean, everybody was an entrepreneur. It wasn't about marking things up 200, 300% and screwing people. This was enterprise. This is when we would say things were just beginning. But of course, that's not true either, Channer.
And he's
We're stuck in this
traumatized.
cycle, you see,
Oh.
in the egos of the brokenhearted that are no more than empty shells now, like yourself. Oh, you know, you can't believe it, and it shatters your reality, boo-boo kitty. That's what the Tartary is about. The Freemasons took over the Tartary. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
To adopt and not be blown away and totally wiped out. Some people were famous for their fighting warrior spirit that engaged and enraged certain elements of the standing U.S. military.
Like the Glasscocks served and didn't enrage. But you want to rewrite it.
All of that is meant to establish the following.
And the Mitchells.
Culture can be beautiful in and of itself.
And then you use it to hack my system.
Rainforest tribe
Jerks.
might not possess written language. Does not mean it does not possess wonderful character, amazing survival skills, a beautiful way of engaging and interfacing with the land that creates.
Oh, I'm going to write about it all. You just wait till I get half a second. You'll need a whole case of diapers. And it won't be about you. Don't you worry.
To have a valuable culture. But the notion that the Tartars were like the Romans, that they were like the Greeks, it just doesn't fit with what we know about them as a history of their people. In an alternative universe, maybe. But in the world that we live in...
This is these here United States, fool.
They were what they were.
In California, which is a republic. Not really having to follow the agenda of the corporation, but they do. And they did it from the American River. When the water was poisoned and they knew it, and they hid it. As long as it looked clean, everything was groovy. Now, we've talked about this. So, hopefully you'll get the message. And it's harder and harder for you to come up with good content. So, maybe we can revisit this. And you can tell me that Elvis changed all this footage. I mean, tell me something stupid, would you? Okay.
Did you fall in the toilet?
I know.
What happened?
We should probably save the rest of this. Let's make a part 2. Alright. So, all we're talking about here is how misinformation and disinformation spreads. And there are people that carry out that archetypal role. It's happened since time began. Some people can't sit around, a fire and get a simple 2-story statement right. And it's the old telephone game. But I sincerely do have a natural knack for checking out a whole lot of people. And it's easy to tell when you're on the right track and when you're not, unless you're controlled in a community agenda here on YouTube or out in the real world. Maybe where you work, maybe where you worship, maybe where you shop. It's a lot more simple than everybody makes it out to be. So, with that, we'll talk again.